Time now for Weather Watch with meteorologist Matt Makens.
Hope this Weather Watch finds you well. Let's get into the details here of what was a wet October for many locations, and then we'll have a longer term outlook for you for the winter based on what the oceans have done recently. And part of that ocean change is what brought us some of the historic rainfall and snowfall totals that we had throughout the month of October. Now, as far as that month, October, these deeper blue areas, that is areas of rainfall that were more than 300, 400, 500% of their averages. Around northeastern South Dakota, namely Aberdeen, set a single day record for total precip. We saw some heavy snowfall totals in Wyoming, sections of the Dakotas. Out toward California in the Sierras, we had some heavy snowfall. I zoomed that same map in and look at this area from California, Nevada into southern Idaho. That was, again, 300, 400, 500% of average for the month of October. However, is that historic? In some cases, we had the record wettest, but by and large, much above normal. So a top 10% kind of month in terms of precip. Does it hold? Will we continue to have that trend as we go throughout the winter ahead? Let's chat on that briefly. So the winter weather pattern has been establishing itself from October and will continue to do so in November. And mostly that's seeing the orientation of cold and warm ocean waters. Zoom that map in to just the northwest here. Pacific Northwest sits here just offshore. Cold water throughout the Gulf of Alaska. The warm water of the Pacific we've had over the last year and more has pushed off to the central and western sections of the Pacific. Based on those two blobs, if you will, of warm and cold air, we're establishing a pattern. Very classic La Nina one for the winter ahead. So as far as that impact, let's take a look. Very close to not necessarily textbook La Nina, but close to it. For November to January, look for wetter than normal areas for the Pacific Northwest. Drier than average across all of the South. Perhaps some much needed water for around the Great Lakes and the New England states. So that's your winter outlook based on La Nina, based on what's been happening in October and so far in November. Quick shout out to all the veterans. Happy Veterans Day to you. Appreciate your service. Blessings to you and yours. I'll see you on the next Weather Watch. I'm Matt Makens.